Thank you for tuning into my videos. To support the channel and unlock exclusive perks, you can join us on YouTube channel membership and Patreon. Follow the links in the video description below. Select your level of support and help keep the content coming. This channel exists because of the support we have from fans just like you. Thanks and enjoy the video. Right, welcome to this 2,000 points game of Warhammer 40,000. It's Challenger Scorpion, and Dave Humphries returns, one of the Autarchs on the channel, and he's brought back his Imperial Knights. Different lists, new models. We'll take a look at those in just a moment. They're going to take on the Thousand Suns Chaos Space Marines here. So Magnus the Red, not the biggest model on the board in this situation here. He's got a good number of knights to try and take on. So for the Thousand Suns here, obviously Magnus the Red at 465 points is equaling the points value of one of the knights just over there. Then we're going for double Mauler Fiend of Lasher Tendrils and the Mauler Fiend Fists. 2 units of Cultists, 2 squads of 10. Then they've got Chainswords and Auto Pistols. Then across here, Zangors, again Chainswords and Auto Pistols for them, 2 squads of 10. 2 full squads of Ribbit Marines. There's the Aspiring Sorcerer with the Stave and Warp Flame Pistol. Soul Reaper Cannon on one of the models, and then the rest are taking Warp Flamers exclusively for both of those units. As an icon of flame in each of those squads as well. Then we have Terminators, 2 squads of 5, Aspiring Sorcerer with Stave. Then there is Soul Reaper Cannon in each of those squads, and Hellfire Missile Rack, and the rest are running Kapesh swords, Proserpine Kapesh swords, and also the Combi Bolters have been taken for them. And then finally, 2 Exalted Sorcerers with the Staves and Warp Flame Pistols. So we have Amy Almo in charge of the Thousand Suns for this game, so we're going to put her onto the commander, onto Magnus the Red. And then Ite Miara as the sub-commander, he'll go on to the Exalted Sorcerer across here. That's the list for the Thousand Suns. We'll take a look at the Imperial Knights. Alright, so 2,000 points of Knights. Dave will run through his list. Some models have been dropped. New units have been added in.
Starting with the Knight Errant, it's Sir Lucian in Damnation's Pride. Next to him we have the Knight Lancer, which is Sir Legain in the King's Guard. Then we have the Mechanicus Knight Atropos, known as Lord Cogsworth, riding in Steel Fate. And the last, the big guys on the front, is the Knight Gallant, Lady Corvus, the Bloody Countess, riding in Fury Unbridled. And then we've got a couple of Armigers, just known, we've got an Armiger Warglaive there, known as the Prowler, and the Helverin, known as the Hunter's Mark.
So which one's which?
So the Hunter's Mark is the one with the auto.
Right, it's the sniper type one with firepower. Cool. Okay, so you dropped... So I remember last time you ran the big guy with the harpoon.
Yeah, the Valiant. There were also 2 of each of the Warglaives.
Right.
And the Acheron and the Castigator. I thought we'd try some different long-legged boys.
And off camera in the last game, we were talking about adding a Lancer. So you have done him. That's the new model. Fantastic. One of the, just an absolute brilliant sculpt. And now in plastic as well from Games Workshop.
We do actually have some enhancements in this as well, because I have about 80 points left over, and there's nothing in the army that's that cheap.
Okay.
So we got, this is the Warlord. He's got the Revered Knight aura, which is basically +1 leadership. The Lancer has the Banner of Macarius Triumphant, which gives him sticky objectives. It's quite appropriate.
Right.
And the Gallant at the front has the Unyielding Paragon, which is basically like a permanent -1 AP, which kind of fits with the combat role.
Right, brilliant. And there's also some extra bits added on, such as, I pointed these out last time, these very cool shields.
Yeah, this one is all from James Tarrow Model Maker.
Right.
So yeah, you've got the shield on that one. You've got the twin gun. He's actually raised the cap. He does like a little add-on, so you can raise the torso by like a few millimeters just to make it a bit taller.
I see it. Yeah.
You've got the cool chain blade on the Gallant.
Oh, yes.
I've got loads of other bits on my other models at home. He's got like variation on different hands and different weapons, different shields.
Okay.
Just really good to make the army really unique.
Very cool. Now there'll either be a link for him. We'll link it out here so people can take a look. You find him on Instagram, would you?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we'll leave a link in the video description below, or you can check out the comments section. Myself or Dave will leave a link for you if you want to check out the work from him. So great to see the Knights back on the channel, trying out some new units here. We'll see how well they get on with the Thousand Suns in this game. Quite a clash here. Both armies in gold as well, so great colour combination for this battle. Longbow BB in charge of the Knights here. So he'll be on this model here.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is called the...
That's the Mechanicus Knight Atropos.
Atropos, okay.
Or Lord Cogsworth in this case. That
sounds great. Lord Cogsworth, Longbow BB on him. And then we have a second in command. It's Plumhammer.
I think should probably be on the Lancer.
On the Lancer, right, okay. So that's Commander and Sub-Commander allocated for this game. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Right, so we have a scenario and deployment for this game. So deployment is search destroy, which is going from one corner to the other. Then Fog of War for the mission role, and then Burden of Trust for the primary mission. Search and destroy is the table quarters. So orange dice marking the deployment zone for the Thousand Suns, and then the brown dice across here. Bronze? Gold, okay, deep burnished gold coloured dice across here marking the deployment zone. Brown, yeah, doesn't sound very good, does it? That's marking the deployment zone there for the Imperial Knights. We have 5 objectives on the board, 1 dead centre, just in the road, 1 across here on the right hand side, and then 1 just on top of the building, which will measure from the base for that, so being up high is not going to have any effect. Then there's a home objective each, this home objective here for the Thousand Suns, and then just across over there, that objective is the home objective for the Knights. Fog of War for the mission role. So on turn 1, players cannot use core stratagems, and all units have the benefit of cover. And then for the primary mission, it is Burden of Trust. So it's capturing objectives outside of your deployment zone and then sitting on them and guarding them, which sounds very appropriate, I think, for the Imperial Knights to camp out on those. Thankfully, it's not like an action or anything. It's just surviving and standing on objectives for as long as possible. So turn 2 onwards, you get 4 victory points for each objective marker that you control outside of your deployment zone. So there's the encouragement to surge forwards, especially to the middle ground. Then you can also, at the end of your command phase, pick up 2 victory points for each objective that you're guarding. And to guard an objective, you've got to control the objective, not be battle shocked, sit on it, survive, and then at the end of the next command phase, then you'll pick up 2 bonus points. So getting to objectives, clearing them, holding them, selecting 1 unit to guard that 1 objective, surviving with that unit, and then you can pick up an extra 2 points. Played this mission before. It didn't happen too often, but it may be a different situation here with durable Knights on the board. And indeed, the Thousand Suns have some durable units of their own. That's the mission. For terrain, it looks a complete mess here. This is an orc dump that we're fighting across. But actually very straightforward on terrain. So for these ruined pieces here, we'll go by the hard edge that you can see running around. And we'll play this as ruins and obscuring. So we'll go by the hard edge for obscuring, and then infantry and so on inside can get the benefit of cover. That's all of these pieces, so all of these running around. Here, the one over in that corner, one there, and then one over there. Then we'll play these as barricades, so infantry can take advantage of cover, but vehicles and so on can just stomp through those. It's not going to hinder any kind of movement. So really got a good spread of terrain, evenly spread out across the board, pretty fair as well. And other than that, that's it really, ruins and barricades making up the terrain here for this orc dump. So that's the terrain and the scenario. Both of us are going to go for the random draw and secondaries. We'll now start alternating placing units on the board next. Just mention the battle mat and terrain. So battle mat is from gallant.eu, 6x4 in size. So we've just marked off the boundary here with this perimeter fence, but you can get this mat in the 60x44 inches, perfect for your regular games of 10th edition. Also using some club terrain here from SSWG, but also pre-painted terrain from GameMet.eu as well, so you can check them out. This is an industrial set here, Chem Zone I think it's called. So you get containers small and large, these generators, you get a set of vats in there as well. So you can check out GameMet.eu for your supplies of battle mats, all shapes and sizes, and then also pre-painted terrain available from them as well. Link below. There's also a discount code for 11% off across the store, and they are shipping worldwide. Right, so deployment's done for both sides. Obviously pretty quick here, going against the Knights, and obviously they were finished before the Thousand Sons with their deployment. So we'll cover the Thousand Sons first of all. Zangors on the left-hand side, and then Rubric Marines here and here, each one joined by an Exalted Sorcerer. The second in command, Itamiara, is this model here, just so you can note where he is on the board. Cultists, deploying right up to the edge, very bold with them. Zangors on the home objective. Magnus here, sheltering as best as he can behind terrain. Morderfiend on the right-hand side. The rest is in reserves for the Thousand Sons. Both squads of Terminators deep striking in. One Morderfiend to flank, and one unit of Cultists to flank as well. Then for the Imperial Knights, looking particularly impressive from Dave's perspective here. So Atropos here on the right, getting there. On the right-hand side, getting ready to move out this way. This is the usual formation I've seen with Knights. It's one in the middle, one on each side. We have the Helverin, this one here, the Armiger Warglaive, Knight Lancer, and then Gallant.
That's a Knight Errant.
Errant on the left-hand side, getting ready to move out. So straightforward deployment with them. And then one unit in reserves, it's the Knight Gallant across here to flank onto the board. So deployment done, both sides ready to go. What do you reckon? First or second is good for you?
Oh god. I would probably say a bit over terrain. I think maybe going second. Depends how much damage you want to do shooting.
All right, we're both not sure. I wouldn't mind either. So very easy going. Here we go.
Got a 6.
6 it is. All right, I've got a 2. So Imperial Knights to go first. We'll watch them make their strides here. We'll go on to the first turn of the game. Imperial Knights will begin this battle. Right, so movement's done, nice and rapid here. The entire army's on the move. Just to call out a few things going on here. So I've selected Devastating Wounds for all of my psychic weapons this battle round, and Magnus's ability going for -1 damage against him. A couple of command phase abilities distributed here.
That's right, yeah. So the errant gave made this armiger its squire. Basically means it's got assault weapons and can reroll moves. Not that helpful, but
And that's for the battle round or for the game?
for the battle round.
Oh, right, cool. Okay.
And the lancer made that warglaive its squire. I mean, basically means it can advance and charge.
Okay. So, full move across in this direction. I think there's some firepower potentially down this direction. Moving across the barricade, but holding on to the central objective. Armiger was able to move around swiftly enough to snatch the central objective, and the knight goes 14, so it's bounded across the board on the left-hand side and grabbed that flank objective. And then slower, but backing up behind here with the knight errant. Okay, secondaries in play. No prisoners, destroying units, and cleanse, which is performing actions on objectives, hence the surge out in this direction. That's movement done. Shooting phase next. Alright, so shooting phase. Be interested to see what capabilities these knights have. Big guns, no doubt. We'll see what kind of impacts they can make. So, who's going to kick off?
Well, there's not a lot of shooting that's going to be happening. This thing's obviously got some targets.
Oh, because you're
because they're going to be
performing actions.
Yeah, he can't see anything because of the terrain.
Yeah.
So he's going to be cleansing that. And this thing, I should really cleanse rather than kill a couple
Of course.
colourists.
Yes. No, go for your points grab. That's fine.
So my shooting phase is going to be, I think one. It's going to be one knight.
Yep.
Right. So he can shoot. He's probably going to go into the. I
Those.
should really go into the rubrics. Value shooting him with strength 7 -1. I'm assuming he's got a 2-up save.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be a waste.
Right. So we're thinking here's the better option
Yeah.
to go for. Okay.
Right, we're going to start off with the Gravity Singularity Cannon. We're going to go for the hazardous version. It just gives it devastating wounds.
Just spotted here, one of the Patreons is a friend of the Imperial Knights. Nicholas Lucas plays Imperial Knights. So you could dedicate...
Given it's the first shot.
Or you could save it if it's for later on. It's up to you. There's plenty of Imperial players, but he's a dedicated Imperial Knights player.
Do I save it for when a knight blows up?
Oh, it's entirely up to you.
I'll go for the first shot. It's the first shot of the whole game.
That's quite symbolic, yes.
Right, so we're going to go into this. Is there 10 in there?
It's 10, it's 11 technically, yeah.
So it's blast. So it's D3 plus 2.
Okay.
That's 4 shots.
Okay.
This is the. Yeah, so it's hitting on 3s. I can re-roll a single miss and a single failed wound because my vow. That's awful.
Okay.
I'll re-roll one of those. That's a hit.
Okay.
Strength is 16.
2s.
It's devastating wounds as well. So.
Oh.
I'll re-roll the failed wound roll. No. So one
the
save at -4.
Okay, 4+ invulnerable save. It's failed, and we'll just take it.
+1, so it's going to very fry one single guy.
Okay.
And then we're going to go for the 2d6 shots with the low intensity lascuffer.
Okay.
Yeah. 6.
So one of the reasons why you didn't go for him was because I was outside of high intensity range. Yeah. Damage 4 potentially.
Yeah, right. The weak one was just bounce off his wing.
Okay.
These are sustained hits 1.
It's not bad at all. Well, it's brilliant actually. All hit and with a bonus.
3 to wound. 3 saves at -1. Get a cover in between. So.
Yeah. Okay. 3 ups.
That's 2 damage.
2 damage. 1 sneaks in, and we'll. Yeah, so we'll take it. We'll lose another 1. It's okay. So 2 Rubik Marines slain from that squad.
And hazardous roll.
Oh.
That's right.
You're okay. Right, so that's firepower finished.
That was a stunning round of shooting there.
So we're off the mark here, but not too. Knights are busy doing other things at the moment, picking up points for secondaries.
I don't think there's any other.
I think it's going to be it, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, firepower finished. All right, so end of turn, no charges taking place. Double cleanse, which is going to give the knights 4 points off the mark with 4 points coming in. And then the other secondaries, no prisoners. Dave's going to keep that one. The chances of killing a unit next turn, I would say, is very high. So end of turn, An initial move here for the Knights, but their movement out of their deployment zone has been rewarded by two lots of 2 points being picked up, so off the mark on 4 victory points coming through. Thousand Suns, what do we do? We're not going to retreat. We can't sit where we are, so perhaps we have to take the fight to the Knights, but that's easier said than done. We'll go on to the first turn of the game for the Thousand Suns coming up next. Turn 1 for the Thousand Suns. Storm hostile objective and marked for death is the 2 cards in play. So the 3 big Knights for marked for death, just the natural choice for trying to keep units alive. Then Storm hostile objective. It's a massive incentive for us to go and grab objectives, and I think that's what we need to do with the Thousand Suns. But it's got to be done carefully, because these Knights, I'd rather shoot and charge them than be shot at and charged with those, with their high impact. Mortaffine's moved out full move. If it charges, it's going to be a 7-inch charge to try and make it into contact there with the Lancer. Moving 6 inches with these, they've got themselves all in range to offload some flamer firepower into the Lancer. Then in the middle, roll a 1. For some reason, these were very cautious about pushing forward, so they made it to there. A few models in range, OC of 8. Very good OC control on the Knights, so we don't control that objective yet. 6 inches moving around with these. Tried to restore a model or 2 back to the unit, but rolled a 1. I took 2 mortal wounds and lost an extra model. Such is the reward for dabbling with chaos. Spreading out here and gaining an extra carbal point with the Zangors. The other squad rolled a 4 for their advance, heading off towards that objective. That's movement done.
I think that sorcerer put his Tzeentch Dustbuster on blow rather than suck, which is why he lost another.
Yeah. Oh yes, the sand. So we've lost an extra one. It's frustrating. We're down 3 flamers. We're going to go on to movement, and I think I'm going to go for Temporal Surge, and we'll put it on that unit there. All right, so Temporal Surge is done. Shifting to our right with these, another 6-inch move, and I've now got them all in range to offload their flamers into the Warglaive. I'm actually going to strike it now with... No, I'm not. Don't have enough points. Doombolt 7, I've got 6 left. Okay,
No.
forget that idea. We'll press on though, we'll pick some firepower here. What we do have is grenades keyword. Not on Rubik Marines, they don't carry them, but the Exalted Sorcerer does. So we'll use a CP and try to soften up that Warglaive over there. So we'll go for a grenade stratagem. And we'll go Gavin on this one. Gavin's got a reputation here for grenades. So we'll throw a Gavin grenade here, needing 4s. Yeah, 2. So you have feel no pain?
I do.
You do.
I
right.
need a 6 up though, so.
Sure.
Nah.
No, all right. 2 wounds caused. Dropping down to 10.
Yeah.
All right, 10 wounds left. So next up, we'll fire the Rubik Marine squad. We'll commit their firepower to... We'll go Longbow BB. I really want it to be effective here. We've got 5 regular flamers. So this is number of shots. 16 hits coming through.
Toughness is 10.
Toughness 10, strength 4. So we're going to be looking for 6s to wound. You're on an objective though, so re-rollable. I was looking for 6s. Oh, I wish they were devastating, but we don't get it. But we'll fish for 6s. Just the 4. Now, I want to check something that I always forget, but I've actually remembered today. Icon of Flame. Each time on this unit, bearer's unit makes a ranged attack. If a critical wound is scored, improve the AP by 1.
AP2 is it now?
So AP2.
So normally 3 up, 5 up, or 5 up in all. So.
Okay.
3 go through. Is that 1 damage each?
1 damage, yeah.
Pain. All go through.
3 wounds, dropping down to 7. We'll go 2-hand flamers. 1 from the Exalted Sorcerer, 1 from the squad leader. For 4 hits. And we'll try and fish for 6s again. And we get none. Then we will fire Warp Smite. 2 shots, needing 3s. Adds devastating wounds we've chosen not sustained. And then 6s to wound. No, Warp Smite might be a little bit more potent. There's only strength 4, so we'll fish for wounds again. And we get none. Okay. Then we'll go for a Soul Reaper cannon, which is available. 3s for hits. And again, we'll fish for 6s because we're devastating wounds. Now then, we'll try again. We've certainly had a chance to do something. One wound comes through. We're doing 5s to wound actually at strength 6, but just the one. It's devastating, yeah. So straight on to feel no pain. And okay, goes through, dropping down to 6 wounds left. So we've half destroyed him, but I think over half our firepower has been gone. So really, we're now looking.
Colt's got pistols. Bring it down with pistols. Oh no, did they advance?
Advanced, yes, they're out of it. They've just mindlessly run forwards.
Bravely run forward.
Bravely, yeah. Credit to them for their bravery or delusion.
I think they were being herded by the Marines behind them. I didn't get a choice.
Okay. Warp Flame. Yeah, we're going on to Astral Blast, Psychic Power. So this isn't bad, but it depends on the roll here for the number of shots. 3, it's average, so 3 shots. Then 2s. 5s to wound, re-rollable. Oh, there's a devastating, and we'll re-roll this one. And no, it doesn't go through. The other one, so one goes through, it's devastating wounds, so I'm just going to roll my damage. 2 mortal wounds. And
both go through.
Drop it down to 4 wounds left. So 5 power down to 4 wounds. That's good damage, but we haven't destroyed him, and he's going to continue to hold that objective. I guess though you're going to do Battle Shock though when it comes around to your turn.
Yeah.
Or you can auto pass it with a CP. So 5 power from here. Paid a CP 4, and we're just bearing in mind Fog of War. You can't use core stratagems, but this is one a Thousand Suns unique one. Devastating sorcery for 1 CP. And that's going to give us 3-roll hit roll, re-roll, wound roll. I'm going to put all of our psychic power into the Knight Lancer here. So 6 attacks with 3d3 attacks with the gaze of Magnus. We will stare at you. Now, whoa! We've maxed out. I don't think I've done that before. So
do you want to dedicate this to someone? It's quite
I should do, shouldn't I? Yeah. We'll go Travis and Jen. Custodes players, but Tower and Tyrann is as well. So we'll go Jen shots for these, maxing out.
Is he hitting on 2s by any chance?
He's going to be hitting on 2s, and it's going to be re-rollable. God, again, we didn't choose sustained this time. God, boy. Right, Magnus is...
Toughness is 12.
Right. Strength 9. So 5s, but he gets a buff to +1 to the wound roll. So for any 1,000 psychic units within 6 inches, which he can bless himself, each time model unit makes a psychic attack, it's +1 to the hit and wound roll. So 4s and 6s will be great. We could, there's quad 6. I'll keep -2 bit of cover. I'm just going to go fishing for 6s here. Yeah. And there's another 2. Oh boy. Right. So this one's coming through AP -2, bit of cover -1. So 3 up.
Saves.
Blocked. Fine. And these are all going to be devastating wounds. This Magnus is maxing out here. So that's going to be straight 3 each time.
18.
So 18 wounds coming through. Straight onto feel no pain. That's blistering from the Primarch. He's doing it to survive, all right? Because he's got to take knights down, otherwise he's going to get in trouble.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops.
Feel no pain's coming through. Well done. So 13.
So he's got 12 left.
12 wounds left.
Bring a D12.
God, that's so much damage and yet barely half destroyed. Okay, the knight still stands tall. We'll go on to the next bit of fire. I actually have a second ability here, Zinch's Firestorm. So this will be the Travis attack. D6 +3. So 5 and 3. This isn't usually devastating, but because we chose devastating for our power, we do get it. We're going to try and hit on 2s. All hit. And then this one's a lower caliber, it's strength 5, so we're going to be looking for 6s. Then looking for 5s to wound. Rerollable, devastating wounds. 5s are good. I reckon I should...
It's a risk.
Because you're going to be... It's only AP -1, so you can back up to a 2-up. So I'd rather fish for the 6s.
Yeah.
It's been more effective. Wow. Right, okay. Right. So 3 saves of 2+. These are damage 2 each time.
One goes through.
One goes through. And another one goes through there. So it's 4 wounds. And feel no pains.
Blocks 1.
Block 1.
2, 9.
9 wounds left. All right.
dice.
Heavy damage, but still it's 9 wounds to try and get through him. Well, that's a tough target. I have to say Magnus pretty good on shooting. He's really good at shooting. Very, very helpful. We've seen it in multiple games that we've played now with him. Not quite so good. He's okay in combat, but he'd rather shoot from a distance. Would be his policy. He's not as in your face as other. Maybe his fashion choice is in your face, but but not.
I mean, his wings are pretty big. They always keep slapping you in the face quite a lot.
Great combo. And Dave said he's not faced Magnus for a long time, so a good combination. It's good to have something big when you're facing knights. It's a good combination. We'll press on. We've got firepower here. Now, we've seen how dangerous they can be. We'll put all of their shots into that knight. So we'll try and give ourselves a little bit of hope that maybe we could take that down. So we'll do these 2. The only ones that can see past the corner here. So 1 flamer, 1 cannon. The rest are going to offload their firepower into the Knight Lancer. So commit firepower to them. We'll go to... There's a lot of Imperial players here. We'll go Chris Kaminsky. Chris Kaminsky firepower on this one. So we'll do Soul Reaper Cannon first of all. Into the Armiger. So we need 3s. Okay. Then 5s to wound. 6s will be great.
Hey.
There's a 6. And we'll fish for 6s here because you're again on an objective.
Yeah.
Right, 1 wound comes through.
It's a devastating.
No, not devastating on that one. -1/+1. So regular armor save. Passed. 1 devastating wound.
Ooh, blocked.
Blocked? Oh, well done. Okay, deserved to survive. We'll do 1 flamer with 4 hits. 6s to wound.
Ooh, can you get a 4th one? Oh.
Ignoring cover at -1.
Are they not devastating?
No, not the flamers.
sorry,
I wish they were. It's on my wish list.
2 go through.
Okay.
1 goes through.
Okay. Feel no pain's certainly helping out. Well done.
Remember
I'd even say perhaps your feel no pains have kept him alive potentially. There's been a good
definitely.
few have passed. Yeah, well done. Okay, so the rest of the firepower dedicated across here. So we've got 2 Walk Flame Pistols for 10 hits. So 6 and 10. Just wounding on 6s. And rerollable on the objective.
Hey.
And there's another 2, so 4. These are -1 ignoring cover.
So it'll be 4 ups. All go through.
What's your base armor save then?
3 up.
It is 3 up.
Yes. The only knights with 2 ups are the
The heavier class ones, Dominators.
dominants. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right. All go through.
Whoa. 4 wounds.
Might go down from shooting.
Hand flamers. Whoa, wow. Okay. We'll press on then. So it's going to be another 8d6 hits with flamers.
Should do it, I think.
All right, 12,
Oh,
20,
that's still low.
27. Okay. And you're very easygoing, Dave, I have to say. James would be complaining about the rules. he wouldn't be happy. So 20, 25, 27. 6 again, fishing for 6s. So just to show you, if you're tuning in here, the reason why we're rerolling the wound roll, Bringers of Change. Each time on the unit makes a ranged attack, reroll wound rolls of 1. So you get a built-in reroll 1s. If it's on an objective marker, the target, then it's reroll full-on wounds. It's exceptionally good. So we'll carry on here looking for 6s.
You need bigger hands.
Yeah.
That's an orc player. You need to get like a special bucket to roll.
An orc bucket. So I'm trying to reroll the wound.
Is that 8? Is that?
Yes. Now remember this icon of flame thing. These are
There's another one in there.
These are -2.
To be on the 4, right?
Oh yeah, take it on the invuln. Right.
Can it kill it? So 1, 2, 3, 4 save.
Need to feel no pain.
Ooh, pressure.
Yeah, can you get too late?
No,
it goes through.
Goes.
Blows. Does he
Does it
blow
blow
up?
up? No.
Close, but no, you're right. Knight Lancer brought down.
And you've killed one of the...
Marked for death?
Yes.
Yes, a tasty prize.
Boom.
Right, so really that's going to finish their firepower and finish firepower across the board. But Knight Lancer brought down. It's a significant blow here. A good result for the Thousand Suns for sure. Charges next. There is maybe a charge. These two, no. With Temporal Surge, you're not allowed to charge with those. Enemy advanced with them. But we could try and surge through here, maybe. It's worth... I think it's worth it. So we'll roll up this charge here to see if we can make it in. We'll let the Patreon decide if we make it. Who's the charging? Joash, 4th here. Chaos Space Marines. That's probably a 7 or an 8 is going to put us into close combat. It's a 4. And there's nothing I can do about that. I've got no command rerolls left. So that charge will not go ahead. Rubric Marine's happy to flame and burn. But
They're automatons. They're slow to turn around.
Yeah, too slow. No, that doesn't compute for them. End of turn. We'll calculate points here. But initially, a great start here for the Thousand Suns. All right, so end of turn. Points going through. Mark for death. Obviously picked up. The other one was Storm Hostile Objective. We never got the chance to go in and do that. I can't complain, but we never snatched that objective. This marker is going to represent the objective being sticky. That's the ability there from the knight. So his final gift to the army here was to leave that under the control of the Imperial Knights. Now, we've surged forwards, we've caused damage, but there is a knight here backing up his fallen brother. End of turn, 5 points to 4. Scoreline's tight, but very initial moves at this stage. 1 knight down, 3 to go, plus 2 squires. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Imperial Knights. Alright, so turn 2 here for the Knights. Cards, no prisoners continues. Recover assets is the second card in play. It's interesting one with the home objective. You kind of need it, but you don't pick up primaries for it, but you may well need it for some of the secondaries. A lot of those secondaries, when required, it requires you to... You don't need to be on there at the start of your turn. So as long as he's within range to scoot back if the appropriate secondary comes up, such as Defend Stronghold, for example. So it's a bit more of a longer leash on the Helverian across here. So it's moved out to support, but still keeping its eye on the home objective. Then the Atropos. Atropos, we're getting there. So he's moved out across here, but has moved his toes in here to claim this objective. So that's now being held. Then from reserves, the Gallant has turned up across here, just over 9 inches away from the Zangul. So all of a sudden, the Imperial Knights are loading up very heavy over on this flank, and there's just a herd of chickens nearby in their way. For fear of Overwatch and auto-passing on morale and claiming that central objective still have OC of 8, the Helverian, or the Armigo Warglaive, continues to hold the middle. And then holding position here with the regular Knight. The Knight Errant, if he sits still, there's some bonuses for his shooting, and he can draw a line of sight straight through to the Maul of Fiend. Plus, this objective still is under the control still under control thanks to the Knight Lancer. So it means that 8 points for primaries has been picked up here by the Knights. We'll go into their shooting phase next. They do have plenty of options here. All right, so we're on shooting phase here. I've declared 2 carbal points being used, given to this unit here, and they can grant a unit with AET, another Thousand Suns unit, doesn't even have to be a psych unit, a reroll failed saving throw, just to anticipate some firepower coming through. And then I've turned up here this Mauler Fiend, who've paid a CP for rapid ingress, to turn up there to anticipate that we'll need to go after the knight across there with 2, but we'll see, because there's firepower to come. One of these may not survive. That's our extra bits done here at the end of the movement phase. Start the shooting phase, pick something to shoot with, and unleash fury. Yeah, so Thermal Spear Melter into the cultists. Cultists or rubrics?
Oh, sorry, rubrics.
Rubrics, yeah.
I'm not falling for that trick of the human shield.
Michael Fryer dice being used. Plenty of Imperial allies here through the Patreons.
So this is the Thermal Spear. I'm hitting on 4s now because I'm very, very injured.
Yes.
I can reroll a single miss, which is it. It's giving me a 2 to wound. Yep. -4 becomes -3.
4 plus invulnerable save. Passed on a 5.
And then normal again. Hits. Wounds. -4 again.
4 plus invulnerable save. Failed. And I could use the reroll now, but I think I'll save it for Nasty Knight firepower. So that one goes through, and we'll slay a model. And we'll go here, just regular.
How many wounds would he take? 5.
Pulverised, just a
Very
bit of satisfaction there. Okay.
Right, now this guy, because that's turned up there, his autocannons have got a target now. A better target than cultist.
Oh, okay. A gift.
And the melter gun is going to shoot a single cultist.
Okay.
I'll do the autocannons first.
And Hermes firepower.
Hitting on 3s. I can reroll a miss.
Full house.
What's your toughness?
On cultists.
I know on the Maul Fiend. Maul Fiend.
10. Yep.
That's 5 to wound.
5 to wound. It's good shooting so far.
2, 3, and I can reroll a single failed. So 3 saves of -1.
Okay. So a clipping cover across here, obscuring ruins. So we'll take cover from that. So 3 ups. And we pass all of those. Okay, let's get that damage away.
Misses.
Okay.
Right, now I think for this guy, that one is now the closest.
Which you'll get a bonus for.
I get +1 to hit if I shoot the closest target.
All
So
right.
the rockets and the thermal cannon are going to shoot that. And the stubber is going to shoot the cultists because...
Okay.
The Storm Spear missile pod.
This is Chris Heim firepower here.
2 hits. I'm not going to use the reroll on that. It'll be 5 to wound. Nothing.
Okay.
Like mini crack missiles. So 2d3 shots from the cannon. 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good at that. Hitting on 2s. Oh, sorry, one of those missiles hit because I'm hitting on 2s because you're closer to me. So 1 save of -2 from a missile.
Okay. Goes in.
That's d6 damage.
God.
I think you might be within the bubble of the free reroll.
Yes, it's this 18-inch reroll, yeah. What damage is your spear?
The other gun will be...
Main gun, sorry.
Just...
Thermal cannon, isn't it?
Is it... Because you're at 12, if it was in 12, you'd be d6 + 6. It's just d6.
Straight d6. Right, I'll use my ability to do the reroll now. We do, we stop it. Oof. Okay.
Right.
So that's them. So it's a 1,000 suns unit within 18 inches, so it's all fine.
Now the cannon, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s.
It's quite an important roll, this one. 2 go through.
That.
3 go through.
-4. We only wins on stage. So.
5 plus. This is huge. I'll turn to Carl Roden here, Tyrannic Chitinasama, to help out the 1,000 Suns. We do block 2. Right, damage then.
2.
2 cores. And you can roll the other 2d6 to see what you would have done.
7.
Another 7 would have come through, almost destroying the target. Okay, so 2 wounds taken, dropping down to 10 wounds left, I believe. So we're surviving. We are surviving.
In rapid fire range of the cultists. So.
Okay. Stubber shots.
Hit on 3s. Wounding on 3s. 4 saves and -1. Recover. I'm assuming they wear t-shirts, don't they?
6 ups, yeah, t-shirts. A lot of 5s rolled, but it's enough to kill 3. Okay.
This guy again. I was going to carry on shooting into the
Rubrics.
Yeah, shooting into the rubrics. I'm going to supercharge my...
Magnus is not coming out to plays. Avoiding here.
So I'll do my D3 + 1, this will be. So my gravity impulsor cannon. 2 shots.
Okay.
That's a miss. I'll pick out a 3 reroll, so...
Yeah.
Still misses. 2 plus the wound. -4.
4 plus invulnerable save. 4 passed.
And then the impulsor we're going to do on the low setting. So it is 8 shots.
Okay, same target.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, sustained. Ooh dear. I can reroll. Did I use my reroll? No, that's my wound roll. So that's 3 to wound, 3 saves -1.
A bit of cover, 3 ups. 1 goes through.
2 damage.
2 damage is going to take out another. Okay. That's actually half the squad now gone. Okay, so well done.
Dangerous weapon test. Yeah, he's right.
Okay. So that's actually firepower finish. Dave doesn't want to shoot here. He wants to keep his angles as close as possible for the charge. So just the 1 charge or anywhere else?
So that's definitely charging them.
Because my Overwatch is... I don't have any CP.
Okay.
So there is no danger of Overwatch if the Armiger fancies going in for the kill.
Yeah, I think it would go for the cultists because it could probably wipe them out.
He stood there. He's waited for orders to go in. Let me cut them down, sire. Another charge.
That's an 11-inch charge. And that would be with the pivot a 10-inch charge.
Yeah, swinging around and reaching the barricades. There are other possibilities here.
Right, we'll do the Armiger one first.
He's going to go in. Here we go. Charge.
Yeah.
In he goes. 7.
I'm thinking that Inquisition symbol's a 1.
So on 3 wounds, but still functional here. Going against the... Because he has a sweep attack, doesn't he? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I've got no invuln save, I don't think. So.
Potentially tank shock as well because his toughness 10.
Yes.
This guy, near 7. Yes.
Are you running no prisoners? You are, yeah.
Yes.
So big incentive to kill whole units. And, oh, he's just rolled the charge in. There you go. Reaching the barricade. Brilliant.
And...
Going to go for the hat trick here.
Yeah, because he's touching the objective now. He'll be towing with the
Yeah,
charge
if you
thing.
shift him to your left and tuck in, you can control that objective. All right, so nothing to lose. Swing him round.
I might as well try the 11-inch charge onto the poor cultists.
Yeah. Oh, close. 8.
I'm not going to re-roll it. I'm happy where he is.
Fine. All right. 2 charges go ahead. We'll resolve these combats next. You can imagine the knights, right? They see a lot of infantry, and then they see one of the knights go down, and they all of a sudden it spurs one like, we need to get a move on here against these Thousand Sons. There's been a surge here of charges taking place.
He is going to do tank shock.
Fine, yep.
Just because he's injured, so he might not get as many hits in, even with a sweep.
Of course, yeah.
He should, hopefully. I'm not going to jinx myself, but he should be well acquitted for dealing with chickens. So we'll do a tank shock first.
Okay. You'd hope a knight would be able to deal with chickens.
Well, they are quite small. You can just duck under my legs. Right, his toughness 10. 10, so it's 10 dice, 6. This is over here. So.
Yeah, yep. If you're particularly annoyed, you can take the Raycross dice. You haven't been
got any other Imperium?
Imperials, yeah, there's others. There's certainly
I
others.
think Nate Miller, just for the Tau, because when Tau do combat, they do tank shock. So.
Fine, okay. Good reasoning.
Now he's going to miss all his attacks. That is 1. Just 2 get mulched by the tank shock.
Alright.
Alright, I'll do his normal attacks.
Right, normal attacks coming up next.
So he's got 4 attacks normally. I'm doing sweep, so he goes up to having 8 attacks. And because he's charged, he gets sustained hits 1. So
Nice.
2, 4, 5, 6. I think it's got an autopiloting basically. But it is hitting on...
I would recommend the Maxfield Knuckles dice.
Oh, he's the 4+. Yeah. Hitting on 4s. 6s are good. I can reroll a single miss. Which becomes 6.
Alright. 6.
And then I think it's going to be 2s to wound. Strength 8 -2, yeah. So
2s for kills.
And reroll.
Just need that one. Yeah!
4 die.
4. 5 left.
2 ICP reroll 1 of those other dice.
I would, but
Yeah, I got it. To get
don't roll a 1.
I can hear Mike already. Yeah!
Oh, he's done it. Well done. Target wiped out. Destroyed. Well done, well done. Okay. That's good. That's going to pick up some victory points and further clear that objective. Good going. Good work in the
He's
middle.
got approximately 3 seconds left before he dies. Right, the gallant now. Who do we dedicate this to? I'd rather. Yeah, he's quite. Seems a bit of a waste for Ray, but Blood Angel's Ryan. He'd appreciate a good berserk close combat.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to do the Chainsword Sweep, which is 18 attacks.
Ooh, boy.
Bigger hands. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Those chickens, I'm sure they wished they'd never crossed the road today.
Alright, you're hitting on 2s.
Okay.
And reroll a single 1. Full house.
Whoa! This is the day of their slaughter. Dear me. I presume it's going to be 2s to wound.
They've been basted for Tazine, which is why. Strength is only 9, so yeah.
2s.
That is 17 saves at -3.
We got a 6-up in bun.
Luck of the chicken. When you get like 16 sixes. If that happens, we're going to stop the game right there and then.
I need 8 6s. Valiant attempt. Valiant attempt, but no. Long since diced up here. All right. The orcs will just set up a market stall with diced chicken fires, chicken drumsticks, all available here at discount prices. Dear me, they're gone.
Just a few feathers drifting down.
Oh, dear me, that's the end of those. God, that has sent a warning here to us. The damage that thing can do. And what damage is that? Damage 3 each time?
Damage 2 on those ones. If it chooses to use its fists, then it's less.
It's got the fist as well.
Yeah.
God.
12 attacks at 3 damage or 18 attacks at 2 damage.
Wow. All right. Close combat beast has emerged on that left-hand flank. Okay. It's end of turn. Some pretty good results here for the Knights. Good surge for them. They've proved effective enough in close combat, for sure.
Like a nice line going on by accident.
That's looking good. We'll give you an update on the score. So good enough turn here for the Imperial Knights. 8 points for primaries and then 4 points for secondaries. That's it's no prisoners, destroying 2 units, 1 and 2. So total now of 16 points. 16 points to 5. Thousand Sons have got a turn in hand. They are going to pick up none because you kicked me off there. I wasn't on it anyway, but I didn't have that one. We're too far away from that one. So well done. Thousand Sons on the back foot here. We need to continue to try and deal with 1 knight a turn, if possible. There's 3 of them left, plus these 2 here in the middle. We'll press on though. Thousand Sons, plenty of fight left in them, obviously. This battle's just beginning to heat up. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Thousand Sons coming up next. Alright, so turn 2 for the Thousand Sons. Storm hostile objective was kept in play, and then containment's the other one. That's getting to within 9 inches of battlefield edges and performing actions. So we're going to go for that one as well. It's great having the elite stuff on the board, but also having these cheap units. Now they die quick, as we've seen the cultists there in the middle. The chickens wiped out on the flank. But there's uses for them for secondaries. We've turned up here with cultists for containment within 9 inches of an edge. And then these we've slinked back to here to keep control of the home objective. We've got ourselves within 9 inches of this edge. I'm just going to check that I can do it on my own deployment edge. I'll check here. So it's not edges, it's deployment zones. So these can't do it. I'll keep the move as it is because I wanted to back away and get behind the barricade. And I can do it with these, but I need to pick another unit, which I could do. Terminators have turned up over there. I think 1 or both of those are within 9 inches, and I can choose to do that in the shooting phase, so I don't need to declare it now. See how firepower goes. Both Mauler Fiends, this one on 10 wounds, this one fresh, going straight through in this direction. Their obvious target is the Knight Gallant. Then a regular move pushing through the ruin here with the Rubik Marines, not quite in a full position to shoot these models. Can't see through here and so on, so may well Temporal Surge with those. He's come out to play now, so Magnus the Red jumping across in this direction. Usually I prioritise trying to keep him safe, keep him alive, but if he can land near friendly units, so give him +1 to their hit rolls and wound rolls for psychic powers. So he's landed himself here and near these friendly units. Then pushing right up and trying to get as many models within range of the objectives, just literally under the foot of the Warglaive just there. They're going to try and take him on with shooting, potentially close combat. And we've seen these just slinking, holding the home objective. We're going to shooting phase next for the Thousand Suns in this second turn. So shooting phase here. If you enjoy our games, want to see more content, do join us on YouTube channel membership. Dave Humphries is a member. He's an Autarch at the second highest tier on membership as well. So come and join us if you can. Any tier, any support is greatly appreciated. You can go through to Patreon, support that way, become a gold level Patronic Dice member, silver level, bronze, or you can go for membership. That's at entry level is Aspect Warrior level. That'll give you all the bonus content that we produce, or you can work your way up the tiers to Autarch and Phoenix Lord, and we'll give your name a shout out in an upcoming game as part of our new 300 campaign. Started the shooting phase. I've got things I've got to do first before I forget here, because things have to be allocated with these carbal points. So do that first of all. So I've used Temporal Surge for 5 carbal points. I've pushed these forwards. It's given me firepower options now in either direction, and all the models are now available. Some of them were stuck behind here. I've managed to keep the stretch of 6 inches for the blessing coming from Magnus the Red. He really does work well with this. Seems to be the hardcore, the beating heart of this Thousand Suns army, the double Rubik Marine squad with Exalted Sorcerers, and then supported by Magnus the Red. That's the real it's heartbeat of this force, and that's where my carbal points are coming from. 3 points from each of those squads in total, 4 points from. That's really where a lot of the psychic might is located. So everything into the Warglaive except the Soul Reaper cannon. I'm going to put that over there to kind of start firing some shots into the Atropos. Got it. Okay.
You're like a little cheat sheet.
Okay. Now I think we have some improvements going on. I'm just going to check what he does. So he's going to give us for only Thousand Suns psychic units within 6 inches. Each time model that unit makes a psychic attack, right? So it's not for my regular firepower. It's +1 to hit roll and wound roll. So I think I've got enough flamers here to take him down. So I'm going to put my psychic attacks going to go across into the night as well. They'll be on +1 to hit roll, +1 to the wound roll. So we'll go Connor Collins, Tau player for this firepower, and we'll turn to the Exalted Sorcerer of Astral Blast first. So number of shots, yeah, just the 2. Needing 2s. Okay, 2 hits. Again, we've chosen Devastating Wounds for our damage. We're looking for
Toughness 12.
6s, 5s because of the +1, and you're on an objective, so I'm going to reroll. All right, so just the 1. This comes through at AP -2, cover -1.
4+. Bing.
Yeah, okay, blocked entirely. Well done. Warp Smite, just 2 shots, 2 hits. Fishing for 6s, fishing for 6s. Got 1. Straight onto Feel No Pain. 1 damage, yeah, 1 damage, yeah. A wound caused, okay, it's made a start. Every journey begins with 1 step. We'll go to the Soul Reaper cannon now, which doesn't get any kind of bonus. So looking at regular 3s. And again, fishing for 6s. And fish again. Just the 1 devastating wound. Feel no pain.
Hey.
Blocked that 1. Well done. Okay. So then we'll go rest of the flamers. So it's going to be 2 hand flames into the Armiger. For 8 hits.
The hand flamers did the damage last time.
Yeah, they're useful enough. Because at the end of the day, strength 3, strength 4, it's still the fishing for 6s, yeah. So these are wounds.
Do you get +1 to wound? Yeah.
Not psychic. Yeah, right. That's right, yeah. And fishing for 6s again. There's 3.
Ooh.
And because I've got the Icon of Flame, AP -2.
So 5 ups.
Blocked 1.
Got 1 wound left. Oh, no, feel no pain.
No pain.
Yeah, it's got a whole 1 wound left.
Okay, we'll go for flamers. Now, did resurrect a model this time, didn't self-destruct. 1, 2, and 3. 4 regular flamers. 4d6. 14.
Do your worst. Actually, roll your worst.
I'm sure the knights hate chaos. Any background lore or fluff going on with yours? Are they a spin-off from another household? Or
they are very heavily Mechanicus based. They've all got Mechanicus logos on them.
Yes, and I can see the heads. You've got sort of Mechanicus type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very heavily into the Mechanicus side of knights.
And you not only like the Adeptus Mechanicus, you're collecting some as well.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. I sort of went down that route. I used to run the AdMech with the AdMech style
you
knight.
You used to be able to have a knight in the army, didn't you?
Yes, it's very cool. House Raven, I think in House Raven does lane Mechanicus a little bit. Cool. Okay. So where was I?
It was sixes. You were fishing for sixes, I think.
That's right. Sorry, totally lost there. We're just two knight players reminiscing. I've reverted back to chaos mode now. 4. -2 because the icon of flame. It sounds just too good to be true. The bearer's unit makes a ranged attack, a critical wound, which is a 6, right? Improve the AP by 1. It's very useful.
So 4 5-ups.
Oh, 2.
And now, can I roll a double 6?
It happens. Not today, though. And does he blow up?
Oh, please blow up. Right. Who was the most explosive person here?
I'm sure every single knight player in games says, please, that phrase, please blow up.
I'll save me for when a big one blows up. I'm going to go for... You know what? Is that a pyro roll?
Yeah, pyro roll.
Yeah.
Aye.
You can get the red dice for it.
Here we go. Yo-ho, thieves and beggars. Oh, never shall we die. All right, okay, so not this time.
Just melts into a puddle of gold.
Okay. All right, we'll go Magnus the Red across here. He's going to go through the same process as before as he seeks to bring down a knight. So we've got how many wounds to chew through this time? 24. I don't think we can do it, but we'll try and put some damage on it at least. Command point being spent.
Just say, before he fires there...
Yes.
Would he potentially want to hit that one just because to make it easy for them to kill?
Well...
Because you haven't got that much shooting now. It's got 22 wounds.
I actually think...
You've got your toe in the terrain there, so...
No, I don't. Yeah, right. No, I'm on a barricade here.
Yeah.
So I'm not on this. So I'll be going by a hard edge, which is here, and then I've got this is actually a hard edge as well. So I don't think I can. And I'm hoping that their combined might. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll press on it. I'm more. That's the most intimidating one for £5. So I'm gonna go after him. So 3d3 shots of this one. As we'll turn to Michael German, Chaos Space Marine player. Thank you very much. Number of attacks. It's not bad. It's 7. Okay. So we paid the CP for Devastating Sorcery. So 2s, rerollable. Then we're going to try and wound on 5s, becomes 4s. And again, it's rerollable. We'll fish for 6s. 3. 2 go through with cover. -1 in total.
So 2 goes through 2 normal. 1 passes.
Goes through, okay. So it's 12 damage in total.
5.
It's impressive enough, but knights have so many wounds is the problem. Feel no pains.
Just a 1, so 11 go through.
11 damage. It's dropping down to 13.
Lucky
I
number
believe.
13.
Okay. We'll go to the next option, which is D6 plus 3. Not bad. Another 7 shots. 2s to hit rerollable. All of them. And it will be straight up 6s now for wounding. So fish for those 6s. None. No, +1 to the wound roll. I'll keep those 2 and we'll fish nothing else. Right, so some saves here just at minus... Nothing.
3 up.
Normal saves are 3 up. And blocked both. Well done. So that target has certainly survived. We put some damage on him.
Yeah.
But still healthy enough at 13 wounds remaining. So intimidating enough. I think it's the high priority is to destroy him. The worst case scenario for us is to have both survive. So I'm going to fire everything I have into this is the plan with this squad across here. Now they are within 6. So we'll get +1 to win rolls for psychic attacks. So we're going to go for, the order doesn't really matter. We'll pick a friend, we'll go Vagabond on this one. He does play Chaos Space Marines, I think.
I'm not near an objective over there.
Warp Smite. Not an objective, right, interesting. So we've got a hit. No wound and not rerollable. We'll then turn to, just thinking of the weapons as we go along, we've got the Soul Reaper Cannon, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 6s, not rerollable. So missing the reroll, do miss it. And the Flamers are going to miss it with the reroll also. We'll turn to Warp Flame Pistols. Just 4 hits, just firing both together. 6s. 1 wound. It's not a psychic weapon, it's just the 6 goes through.
Yeah.
Goes through, and feel no pain. No, a wound taken. And then we'll go to Flamers, so it's a full squad, so there'll be 8 of them.
I'll keep wounds here until you finish firing.
8d6. That's quite tame. 14 hits, and again non-rerollable.
Just show the difference of what they're intended
Huge,
for.
yeah, huge. So this is non-rerollable. 3 make it for it, -2, ignoring cover.
So 5 ups. 1 goes through.
Good blocking. 1 damage. A wound taken. So just the 2 wounds caused so far.
20.
Okay. 20 wounds left. We've got Astral Blast for 1 shot. Gets that hit on a 2. Maybe a wound. No, strength 6, right? 6s becomes 5, so no, failed with that one. Okay, that's 5 power from the Rubik Marines complete, barely scratching the Knight tier. So I'm going to scan with those ones. And this squad, he's tapped into the terrain so I can see him, so we'll shoot him. And with the other Terminator squad, just try and chip away some wounds. And we'll go for Voice, Die Hard Imperial. We'll go Midnight Miniatures on this one. So we've got a few things we can do. It might just be a case of trying to chip away a couple of wounds here. So, Warp Smite, 3 shots. In 3s. And it's going to be 6s to wound. No. That's devastating wounds, but we needed 6s. We then have the Soul Reaper Cannon. In 3s. Then again needing 6s. And we got 2. Go straight into Feel No Pains.
1 wound.
Blocked 1, well done. So a wound caused. Then we'll go to Bolters. Storm Bolters.
You got a missile rack in there?
16 shots. Yeah, there's a missile rack here. It's the gravy I'm saving till the end. But we'll see. It's not. It's going to struggle. We're looking for 3s. It's good hitting. 6s to wound. And we've got 3. -1 with cover. Straight up armor saves here. Just 1 damage. 2 sneak in. Feel no pains. It's going all right. We are chipping away. Dropping down to 17. And the Hellfire missile rack is going to be 2 shots. 2 hits. Strength 10. 5 to wound.
Oh.
Snake eyes. All right, nothing we can do. All right, 5 power finish, but it helps. It certainly does help. I'm glad to see those wounds coming through. 17 wounds do remain though. Okay, and I think 5 power is now finished. We'll go on to charges next. I'd like these 2 charges to go ahead. We'll see if that happens, and I think that's pretty much the only charges that are allowed to go ahead. Now, the Terminator squad that landed will now try and charge. I should be just over 9 inches away for a 9-inch charge. Okie dokie. All right. We'll turn to Chaos for help. Darth Windu. Yeah, he'll be the charge master. So, charge. I'm not going to reroll this one, so it doesn't go ahead. We'll sit where we are. Now we must save the CP. We'll do this charge first. Yeah, 17. 17 wounds. I do need both to go in. It means abandoning that objective though, but the priority is to take down the knight.
What damage do their fists do?
The D6 plus 1?
Oh, there you go. One could at least... I mean, if you tie me up at least...
No. Must die. Need both. So we'll go for him first. 7. I think that's going to be all right. So we're just taking tendrils off to see if I can make it. Another 7-inch charge. I've got to go round a little bit. There's a pivot involved. Something like a 7 with the second one. 9 will do. Okay, so
It a bit.
yeah, double Mauler Fiend going in like a pack of wolves here, descending on the knight. Dave's warned me here that he is going to interrupt play if I don't kill him with one of these.
I can fight on death as well.
I can do that as well. Interesting. So we've got a very interesting melee about to take place here. That is the only melee, so we're going to this one. Double Mauler Fiend taking on an Imperial Knight. Classic stuff. Sorry about this. I'm just going to zoom in here to capture the flavour of this. Compliments to you. I have no confidence that a single Mauler Fiend could do it. We'll go on to the combats then.
46 plus 4 damage. That's 17.
That charge that just finished, I'm going to tank shock you.
Yeah, it's better than the one dice with the reroll because you can potentially get 6 wounds from it.
5 pluses. Oh, wickedly bad. Just 2. And feel no pain on one of them as well. Just a wound caused. He's not going to go down easily this night here.
Shoulder barged in the leg.
Okay, right. So we'll go on to the Mauler Fiend. We'll go for this one here, the one that's on. I'll play it so that I'll go on to the one with the higher amount of wounds. That you'll then take one that's scarfed, one that's taking more damage. Just play it that way. I'm turning very cunning here. I feel it's not a noble way to fight. I have respect for knight players, but Chaos, you do anything to win that kind of
sneaky.
It is underhand. Don't like it. I've played too many games with 1,000 Suns here. Need to go back to honest faction like the Eldar, for example. Orcs, honest, yeah.
It's all a scrap.
They're unable to deceive people because they just don't have the... No, they can be sneaky. We'll go for 6 attacks with Mauler Fiend fists. And I'm going to grab the Ray Cross dice for this one. Orc player. We'll go for 3s. It's very volatile because you can roll like that and miss with a good number. We're now going to try and wound.
Yeah, that's strength 14, aren't you?
Yeah, 3s to wound. 2. There's nothing else I can do about that, so just the 2 go through.
-2, isn't it?
-2, yes.
Block 1.
Block 1. Boy, oh boy. D6 plus 1 damage.
Oh,
man, 2 wounds. Feel no pain. The insult, if no. All right, 2 cores down to 14. That knight's in very good condition. It's brushed off the first attack. So what are you going to do? Are you going to interrupt?
You got your lash tendrils?
Oh yeah, lash tendrils. I'll do those.
Tangle my knees up.
6. Need 3s. Need 5s. 2 go through. -1.
Both go through?
Both go through.
That's 1 damage, isn't it? So both go through down to 12.
Yeah, typical.
Right, I would like to fight back against the one that hasn't fought yet, please.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. I'm going to do the... Where am I?
Got to try and survive this. But...
What toughness? They're toughness 10, aren't they?
Toughness
I'm going
10.
to do the big hit.
Do the Dave. Go on.
Yeah.
Here we go. Dave Humphries is going to take the Dave Humphries dice.
Doesn't mean if it goes wrong, I have to take the
We
blame
actually
myself.
get to see. We see players represented here in their dice, but now we get to see the real player with the dice rolling the real dice for himself in a real life situation. So this is the authentic Dave roll here.
Right, hitting on 3s like a reroll 1. Reroll that one.
Nice.
Yep.
Full house. Good.
And 3s to wound. And
all of them wounded.
Full
Good
save
for you.
-4.
Okay. And this is the real me rolling the Xenos dice here. 5s. Come on. Blocked 2.
12 damage.
What? Help. No help. Dead. God. Detonation. Oh no, what a mess. Right, we'll resolve all of this, but explosion takes place. Alright, so nasty stuff going on here, but the knight clears away one of the smaller fiends. Good play, good survival. 2 mortal wounds taken on him, so drop it down to 10 now. 1 mortal wound taken on the Mauler Fiend. A marine slain and a wound on another, maxed out with 3. mortal wounds there against the Rubik Marine squad. That's end of close combat, so an end of turn. 1,000 Suns is certainly not all going their way. It's a tough fight for sure. Imperial Knights fighting back and proving, I would say so far, dangerous, more dangerous in close combat.
Yeah.
Give an update on the score. So end of turn here, points coming through. Nothing on primaries, which has been a problem for us, but a recovery on secondaries. We scanned here on that edge and that edge over there. It's generated 6 victory points and then 4 points for Storm Hostile objective, retaking this objective across here. So that now gives us 15 points. 15 points to 16. The Imperial Knights are a point ahead. 1,000 Suns have caught up. Some momentous events taking place already. And Magnus has now moved out into a position where he can be shot here. Yeah, he certainly can. We'll go on to turn 3. Middle stage of the battle. Certainly intense fight for sure. Still some moves coming from both sides. We'll hand over to the Knights now. See what they can do next. Alright, so movement here on turn 3 for the Knights. Containment and Secure No Man's Land is 2 cards in play. Containment's the one that I've just had, so getting units to within 9 inches of battlefield edges outside of your deployment zone and scanning. Tricky enough with the Knights, Dave's going to go for it with one of the models. And Secure No Man's Land, so take one of these No Man's Land objectives, already on 1. And then ambitions here to take a second. So stepping back, guarding and containing here on this objective. Then moving across in this direction, 12-inch move, going straight through, not pivoting, not needing to, just going straight through in this direction. Something like a 7 or 8-inch charge would be able to make it in a fight for that central objective. And across here, not looking for close combat, but to move around, put some firepower either in across here, or indeed can shoot into close combat. The ongoing fight there against the Mauler Fiend. And that's pretty much it, electing to stay in close combat across here. Movement done. There's 4 units, 4 options on the board here for the Knights. Obviously, each one, especially these 3, still powerful enough. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Firepower's been dedicated here, splitting off in different directions. So it's all been cleared. The last one, Valhalla Field Marshal Robert.
Right, I'm going to start off with the stubbers. Just into the...
Stubber shots into here to try and pick off a wound from a lone Rubik Marine who's got 1 wound left. -1, shooting out of combat.
You are +4.
Yep.
3 saves -1.
Well done.
Oh, 3 normal.
3 ups. Blocked. Defiant. Okay.
Right, point blank range missiles.
Yeah, into the Mauler Fiend here.
2 hits, because of -1.
Yes.
And 5s to wound. Nothing.
Okay.
Right, and then so it's 2d3 +1, so 5.
This is the thermal spear, thermal cannon
Thermal cannon.
going into the Terminators.
3, 4, 5 shots.
Okay.
So hitting on 4s. I can re-roll. I'm saving the Doom, they'll re-roll for
Yes.
this. For that, that's rubbish.
2.
2 hits. 2s to wound.
Yep.
That's completely cold. I'll use the re-roll wound. 2 saves and -4.
4 plus invuns. Block 1, 1 goes through.
1 takes 11 wounds.
Take him off. Take off the one at the back. Yes, exactly him. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. One destroyed. And I can't bring those ones back, so once they're gone, they're gone. Okay.
Right. Now, this guy, so he's got a melter gun. He's going to fire in the
Same squad.
Same squad. And...
The choices are to go into the Terminators or to put shots into combat there against the Mauler Fiend. Or against Rubik Marines. Lots of options.
I think the autocans, to be honest, I think I might go for the rubrics.
You damage 3.
Yeah, flat damage 3.
Terminators damage 3.
And they got 2 up save though.
They have a 2 up save, that's the problem. So
What do I go for the... he would... Right, melter gun's going for that. This, just because he's trying to help his liege out, he's going to go for the Mauler Fiend.
but what captured on camera here is the painful decisions that Knight pilots would actually have to make. Like, who do I...
Must protect the Lord.
Okay, go.
Right, I'll do the melter gun into the lone misses. I will use the re-roll for that. Hits. Wounds.
Yeah, I need a good save here. 4 plus in 1. Yes, passed.
Sizzles around it.
Okay.
6, 7, right. Auto cannons.
God, that's a lot of shots. get sustained or anything like that?
No, you can do if you've got the if you've got a castigator, you can make it a squire, which gives a sustain, which is brilliant. Toughness 10, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, it's 5s.
5 to wound.
Reroll a single one. 2 saves of -1.
Bit of cover. 3 ups. Yeah.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. Okay. And I could command re-roll, but
It does take you down to 8.
yeah.
But do you want to save that for Overwatch?
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. All right, we'll take the damage. Drop it down to 8. Rather keep the wounds away from him. But Maul of Fiends is a sideshow Bob type thing. It's not meant to be. I'm going to be the main focus. So we'll let the wounds go through. So next up.
So this guy, I'm going to put my stubber into the chickens, and the missiles are going to go into. Oh, he's got perfect shot on that.
Maul of Fiend?
Yeah.
Right, okay, fair enough. Yes, here it comes.
I'll do the missiles first. Okay. Yeah, because I can't quite see Magnus. A miss, but 5 to wound. 1 save -2.
Failed.
D6 wounds.
Yeah, I know. Now this is. I'll just be reckless. We'll try and keep him alive now. We'll try and protect him a bit. Oh, we do. All right,
What would
happy
it
enough.
have done?
Yeah, what would it have been?
3.
Another 3. Yeah.
Solid hit.
Drop me down to 5. Okay. And stubber shots.
The rapid fire stubber again. So is it within 18?
So we've seen OC control across here of 8. What's the kind of OC you've got on your big stuff?
It's 10.
Oh, 10, right. So,
Yeah.
okay.
And yeah, when they get bracketed, it drops to 5. So.
Right, okay, yeah.
It's just for little guys to stay at 8. So stubber shots into you. Pretty good. Toughness 4?
Yep.
Tough chickens. 1 save, AP -1.
Tough chicken. Okay, right. Next up is charges.
Yeah, charges.
All right. 1 charge, I think.
Yep. Doesn't mean much for it.
So I can't overwatch. You're free to roll up. Probably
6 charge.
6 or 7, yeah. We'll roll it up and then we'll do a double check here.
I will use a CP reroll for
Yeah,
that.
4 went
Way
good.
too short. Yeah.
9 will do. In he comes.
Slam bang.
You can push himself right in there. That's it. Okay. And we'll just roll straight into combat here.
Does he want to?
Yeah, there's the armor go across the other side, Helverin, but he's really not geared for close combat at all.
I can lightly kick you.
Okay.
That's about it. Right, so they've got a 4-up invuln, haven't they? And
Yeah.
2 saves. So I'm going to do the 18. Zip.
Yep.
5, 9, 12, 15.
I was just thinking if James collected knights, it would be never-ending sound effects with him for all the weapons, the walking machines, the shields, every function. I think would be a sound effect. I have to keep him away from knights.
So he's hitting on 2s. I can reroll that one.
Hitting on 2s, not a full house, almost, but okay.
Wounding on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Rubic Marines are in trouble here.
2,
Oh, there's loads. It's over 10.
10, 15, and -3.
Dang, no way. Squad's in huge trouble. I've got 7 models left. I need to roll really well here. Okay. So you've killed the Rubik squad, the 6 of those, so they're gone. David would be glad to see those removed. And then 2 wounds will go through on the Exalted Sorcerer, who does survive, but his squad's gone.
PK thing possible.
Yeah, pure melee knight here. It's proven to be one of the best units in the game here. It's just shredded the life out of Rubik Marine squad very effectively, and that was with an impressive 4+ invulnerable save and still. You just need the weight of attacks just to bypass any shenanigans and blocking abilities.
And
Secure no man's land has been taken. Yes, this has done really well this night here. We'll fight back with 5 attacks.
That's -1 to hit in combat because.
And that as well.
Gallant.
Right. Whoa, hitting all right. So all 4s and above to pile the model in. We then need 6s to wound. You're on an objective, but the unit that's giving me the rerolls is dead. So it's that situation there. AP -1 on 1.
So because of his relic armor, it becomes AP 0.
Wow.
So 3 up. Saves.
And blocked. What a beast. And that is, just give her the full title of this model again.
Just need to get the notes out.
Every knight player has their favourite knight as well.
Lady Corvus, the bloody countess.
Oh,
And it's, the knight is called Fury Unbridled.
I'd say so. Remember that name. Wow. Very impressive.
It's almost like a Cornate knight.
Yeah, so you can almost imagine it's been built to counter a certain enemy that you're facing, you know, some kind of anti-chaos knight kind of build on it or something. Very impressive. All right, well done. All of a sudden, the knight comes crashing into the centre of the board. Just as Magnus thinks he's got the area clear, this now stands defiant against him. End of turn. No, we pick a combat. I've got to be careful here. Yeah, we could find ourselves in a bit of trouble. There's another knight about to break free from the Mauler Fiend. We'll go for 6 attack. I'm looking for patrons, but they're all used up. We're going for 3s. Come on.
There we go.
Whoa. 3s to wound. Come on, Mauler Fiend. Ah!
Oh, no, still.
3 make it through, though.
5 up.
AP -2. 5. This is a huge roll. Game-changing.
2 get through.
2 get through. Is there
Kill it. It's got 10 wounds left.
10 wounds left. 2d6 + 1. Is there anything you could do about this? Can't reroll any kind of...
No. 8, 10.
8, 10. Oh, boy.
Oh, man, this is going to... Right. Can I roll this? This is when I don't roll any, mate. It just gets crumpled. 1.
1. It's down to lashes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
1 wound left. 1 wound left. Come on, hit. Can't complain. 5.
What strength are they?
Strength 7. 5s to wound. We've got 3. -1.
3, 4 up.
2 make it through. Surely we've done it. Can he roll a double 6? We asked the question once again. No, it doesn't. And does it blow up? Take the Dave Humphries dice. It's already been used, but yeah, of course you can. And you can roll it. All right. Target destroyed just about by a Lasher Tendril's whisker.
Of all the weapons, the Lasher Tendrils.
Yeah, they've helped. Just to shred a couple of extra wounds. I was dropping Lasher Tendrils to go for Magma Cutters, but just a little bit of extra shred has made a very big difference in this game, actually. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Combat's resolved. End of turn, not too bad on points coming through. Up to 28 points to 15 now. 4 points for primaries, 3 points for containment, just for the one of those actions being performed, and 5 points for secure no man's land twice. So helping to get some points in.
And hopefully you're going to get 2 more for that.
With guard, yeah, remember that one. Another 2 points coming through at the end of my turn. And it looks exceptionally likely you're going to survive, no problem, on that objective. End of turn, 28 points to 15. 1,000 Suns still certainly in the fight. Their casualties are running quite heavy at this stage, but still they've got some powerful assets left on the board. Units spread about the table which are able to perform actions and secondaries and so on. So both armies still in with a chance, for sure, at this point. Turn 3 for the 1,000 Suns next. So turn 3 here for the 1,000 Suns. After this manoeuvring, it looks pretty healthy for them. Defend strongholds come through as a secondary, which is what the chickens are doing. Then overwhelming force, destroying enemy units on objectives, which is exactly what we're trying to do. Cultists, spare unit, cheap unit, useful enough. We've shifted them across onto this objective to control. That's very quiet over here now. The Terminators picked us up points for primaries, 4 points coming through, and the furthest unit away at full strength, we've elected them as the guarding unit to protect that objective, potentially pick up some points. I forgot to move the Wall of Fame, pivoting and then going 9 inches and heading across in that direction to support the Terminators against the Verin. Regained a model and shifted the squad across onto the objective, backed out of close combat as with the Exalted Sorcerer and Magnus the Red, not slinking away this time, but pushing forwards to greet her ladyship here, potentially with firepower and close combat. I reckon if we can clear this Defiant Knight across here, it's going to be tough enough to do because it's on its full strength. 24 wounds? 22 it starts on. With a built-in Armour of Contempt on top of that as well. But if he falls, then that's the majority of the battlefield under the control of Chaos. We'll go on to shooting phase next.
If he falls, this guy's going to slowly walk off the edge of it.
Yeah, he'll just back off. Yeah, just don't mind me. So it's a photograph moment. It really is the clash between these two. Fascinating encounter for sure. And very rarely seen. And it would have been a different story without... Imagine Magnus outside of this Thousand Sons list. It would have been a different story. It really has been pivotal in this game. In which case, we'll turn to Magnus and we'll go with our firepower. So we're going to spend our CP. We'll go for reroll hits and wounds. Going into the Knight. We're on Devastating Wounds. All of our psychic attacks yet again. Just to try and get as much damage as possible. 3d3. So it's going to be 5 shots this time. In 2s... and re-rolling. 6s don't mean anything. Then we're going to try and wound on 4s. And then we'll keep those 2. We don't want conservative now. Then we'll fish for 6s on these ones. Oh, no, okay. 4 make it through. AP -2 in the open. AP -1 with your Armour of Contempt ability. So -1 in total.
So 3 go through.
3 go through. 9 damage. It's a start.
Stops 2 of them. So 7.
7 wounds taken. So press on here. D6 +3 for the next one. Just 5. 2s. Rerollable. Still thanks to the stratagem. Then we'll go for... we're trying to harvest 6s. Oh, come on. Look at that. It's insane. Yeah, right. So 8 damage. Unbelievable. Straight onto Feel No Pains.
Just 1.
Block 1's another 7 wounds caused.
8 wounds.
8 wounds left. Oh, that's horrific stuff coming from Magnus the Red. And he's even brazen enough now to venture out potentially for close combat. But he's going to turn to his brethren across here with their flamers. They're going to hose the Knight down here. So 8 flamer attacks.
Oh,
It's a low one. It's 10.
I'm too busy watching Magnus.
18 this time. Does fluctuate a fair bit. But you're on objective this time, so we are going to go for the rerolls here. And you know what, I'm on 5s.
Yeah.
Because of +1 to win roll, thanks to Magnus. But nothing.
Yahtzee. There we go.
And a recovery, all right. Now, the way we're going to work this one is these at AP 0 because of your ability.
1 goes through.
Okay.
I'll
Sure. And then 5 at AP -1.
4.
That's the icon of flame helping us out.
3 go through, so that's 4 in total. Feel no pain.
We're doing all right here, yeah.
All 4 go through.
All 4 go through, dropping into 4 wounds left. It's looking likely now.
Can the rotary cannon finish him off?
3s. 6s. 6s. There's 1. Feel no pain. Goes through, dropping down to... Oh, that was devastating. Yeah, it's dropping down to 3 wounds left. Go straight through. I'm going to insult Dave here and go for hand flamers next. For 8
They've done your
hits.
best each time you shot them so far.
Done all right.
That's because the commander's got the best equipment.
2, which we'll keep. And another 2. Got +1 to wound roll, you see. So it was those, but it's not meant to be. I'm not +1 to wound rolls because it's psychic weapons only. So I'm going to take those away. We've done a bit off camera here. That went through, failed, and then passed to Feel No Pain. So that's all dealt with fair. I'm just going to backtrack on the footage here to see the wounds that came through on 5s. Yeah, tracking through the footage there was 3 5-ups, 2 of which were passed. So we've just given a wound back. It's back onto 4. Everything's resolved fine. Shouldn't have given +1 to wound rolls for those particular weapons. We're going to Warp Smite. This will get it if we can hit, which we do. So 6s to him will now become 5s. Right, so wound, that's weird because that's devastating.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a wound. But Warp Smite has a bit of punch to it. AP -3. Whereas AP -2. So 4 up on this one. I blocked it anyway. And this one, I Feel No Pain. It's damage 1. No, all right, so 1 wound cause, drop it down to 3.
That's a nice bit of AP on that.
Yeah, not bad. Just like 2 shots. It's just a mini smite, basically. And we've worked our way through all of their firepower, so they're finished. We'll then go on to Astral Blast. D6 shots. Just the 1. 1. Nothing I can do. That's terrible.
One hit from Magnus' sword's going to kill him.
So it's going to have to be melee. It is. Whoa, okay, we'll press on. More firepower to come across the other side with the Terminators. So firepower. Terminator squad's going to unleash some firepower into the Helverian. So the damage squad, first of all. Hellfire Missile Rack. A hit. No wound, and nothing we can do. We'll then turn to the Soul Reaper Cannon. It's going to be a case of just chipping away a few wounds, potentially. Missed of a load. 5s to wound, and nothing. We'll then go to the Smite, which is better on this one. It's 3 attacks with Warp Smite. 1 hit. Try and do something at nothing. And then we'll go to Combi Bolters, which is going to be rapid fire, 12 shots, 4 shots each.
I love it.
3s. They find their mark here, but it's just going to ting, ting, ting is the problem. 6s to wound. A wound. AP -1.
A save!
Passed. Okay, next Terminator squad. Very lackluster at the moment. 4. We'll do the Dakar first. 4, 4, 4. And add another one in.
Strength, this one.
Okay. So 3s. Followed by 6s. 2. -1. Snake Eyes. 2 go through. Feel no pains.
No.
Blocked 1. Well done. 1 wound cause. Yay. We're off the mark. Dropped dice. All hit. 6s would be great. We get none. What's your toughness?
10.
2 wounds go through. AP -1.
Both go through. Is it 1 damage, is it?
1 damage, yeah. Feel no pain. Just blocked 1 again. It's really useful. Okay, dropping down to 10 wounds left. The Warp Smite. 3 hits. 1 Death Wound straight through.
1 damage is still.
Yep, 1 damage.
Oh, that's completely cocked. There we go.
Okay, another 1. Drop it down to 9. And last but not least, the Hellfire Missile Rack. 2 hits. 1 wound, toughness 10.
Yeah.
Strength 10.
Saves.
Blocked. Well done. Keeping the damage away. With that, firepower is finished. We have struggled here against these targets. We're going to go for charges next. Lots of potential charges. If we can roll in and break these 2, that could break the Knights at this point. But we'll have 1 Knight left. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll go on to charges next. It's pretty much the entire army, apart from these. Who don't really like combat. The rest of the army's charged. Rubik Marines have gone in. Magnus the Red, tickling the chin here of the Knights, has gone in to close combat. Just I'll zoom in so you can see. Look at that. Oh dear. Such beauty, madam. And then across here, going in with the Mauler Fiend and then the 2 units of Terminators. Rolled a 7, rolled models around, couldn't go base with the others, and then kept them back to slink onto that objective, just playing that way. That's it. We'll go on to combat resolution. Do you have 2 CP?
Nope.
You don't, right? So interrupt play's not going to happen here. We'll go for surely Magnus to fight first to set a grand example to the others.
It's -1 to hit me because I'm a gallant in combat.
Interesting. Okay, I think I overrule that with his own +1. He starts on 2s.
Oh yeah, so
So +1 -1. All right. So we're not as great in close combat. Start of the fight phase. 6 cover points on Magnus the Red. We're going to give ourselves the ability to use a stratagem for 0 CP, something like a command reroll, whatever we need it for, just on this phase. So, just worried about that Knight attacking me back. We'll see. Because we're not going to tap into any kind of rerolls things here. 7 attacks. We'll go with the main stave. So it's the Blade of Magnus. We're going to strike with it. And we're going to go for 7 attacks, needing 2s. Oh boy, he's dropped on that one. Whoa.
Free reroll?
Yeah, I might use the command reroll now that we paid for with the cardboard points. No, he's dropped the spear. We'll try and wound now on 2s, I believe, because we're at strength 16. +1 to the wound rolls. Yeah, for psychic weapons. It's a psychic attack. Yeah, +1 to wound roll. Those go through. So 3 go through. No devastating on any of those.
What's the AP on?
AP -3.
Comes AP -2.
-2.
Saves a 5 up.
5s. Each one's damaged 3.
2 go through.
6 damage. Come on, reroll one of them. No.
I'm saving fights on death.
Oh, do you? Oh no, it's a trap.
Can I roll 4 6s on this dice to stay alive though? No.
No, he's gone.
Right.
Oh, fight on death.
Yeah, we are fighting on death.
Those Rubik Marines are looking tasty, aren't
How many
they?
wounds has Magnus got?
16.
Flat 8 on my gauntlet. He's got a 4-up inroll, hasn't he?
He does. Oh no. Oh no, please don't kill him. Oh, please.
Oh, I've got to try and do it.
This is the best opportunity anyone's had. This is the 4th game, and this is the best opportunity anyone's had. So just take your time, think carefully.
Hitting on, I've got to go for it. It's what the knight would do.
So the gauntlet you're going for?
Yeah. Yeah, because the blade's flat 6 damage.
Oh no.
But -4 AP. It's only -3, but you got an inbound anyway.
No. Yeah, but 2. If you're damage 8,
yeah,
it's 16 wounds. That means that 2 successes going through will kill me.
And that might blow up as well. Hitting on 2s normally, but 3s because I'm very.
But wait, stop. Why have you got so many dice in your hand?
You get 6 attacks with
What
it. Wait, yeah, look at this.
Help.
Fly away.
Quick. -1 damage.
There you go.
So you'll need 3 successes. God dear, remember the rules.
But I've got to go for it.
You don't know, go for it.
So
Absolutely.
hitting on 3s now.
This is it, everyone.
I can reroll that.
You reroll. Oh, 2 have missed.
What toughness are you?
Right, toughness 11.
Strength 20, so 3 yeah.
Strength 20.
Reroll that.
Reroll that one. They've gone through. Right, 4 have gone through. Not devastating wounds, right?
No.
No, right, okay. 4
No.
plus 4 plus invulnerable save. God, that's a scary moment. Oh, we've passed 2.
14 damage. It's 8 damage each.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do.
And do I blow up now?
Yeah, I hope not, because we'll be in huge trouble.
On.
Oh. No!
You've got 2 wounds left, haven't you?
Yeah, he's got 2 wounds left.
That's quite a tasty target for this in combat.
Well. I can remove him from play. And, oh yeah, he's hooked under the mouth here. If you'd lift straight up, that's it. Goodbye.
Lots of combat, that was awesome.
Oh, boy. Dear me. That was a foolish move to charge in. I'm learning about Magnus. Just don't be rash. He's got to float around and avoid. It's ungentlemanly. It's not chivalrous, but it means we survive. Anything to survive with Magnus. He survived that, but by the skin of his teeth, dear me. Thanks to the -1 damage, he has made it through. I'll just check. -1 damage. Yeah, it wasn't a psychic. Interesting. It does exclude psychic attacks, though. So each time an attack is made against a psychic, excluding psychic attacks, subtract 1 for the damage characteristic. So we're all good. We've survived. That power has saved us. We were saved by his unearthly power. So take a breather. We'll go over here for this combat. We're talking about next turn. Even if the game seems lost for the Imperial Knights, Dave wants to carry on to bring Magnus down. We'll go for the Mortar Fiend next. So I need 3s. All of them. 3s. 4 go through. -2. See if the shield can hold.
All of them?
Oh, wow.
He's gonna die.
Oh, boy.
6, 12, 16. Oh, I suppose I should roll.
16 and 4. 20 wounds. D6 plus 1.
Right, I'm just going to roll this many dice.
Sure.
Okay.
Take him off.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Does he blow up? No.
Close, alright. Target destroyed. Mortal Fiends have proved useful enough in this game.
No scoring game, I suppose.
So, end of turn. Yeah, we frustrated each other on primaries, there's no doubt about it. Terminators, I've activated them, just backed them off with a consolidation move back towards the objective. End of turn, I calculate points here. Thousand Suns dominate the board. Their line now stretches across here like so. Just one knight left, but it's a defiant knight in that corner for sure, and it has vengeance on its mind. Interesting scoreline at the moment. 30 points now, the bonus 2 points for guarding being picked up. Thousand Suns struggled on primaries, just the 4 points coming through. Only 3 points for secondaries with overwhelming force. I guess defend strongholds still in play. That'll be another 3 at the end of Dave's turn. Taking us to 25. We're on 22 at the moment. We're 8 points behind.
You get 2 for that next.
Yeah, there's a guard across there. We dominate primaries, which is healthy for us. Dave is going to pick up another 4 though. And that knight's got firepower and maybe some combat if he can make a super stretchy charge. Dave says yes, but we'll see what the dice decide. Well, how far does he move?
He moves 12.
Does he move 12?
He's only 16 inches away from them.
All right, we'll go on to turn 4 for the knights coming up next.
These are my cards.
Yeah, cards drawn. Right, so cards drawn. You couldn't make it up here. And this is the random draw. People are going to accuse us of fixing the game, but with that kind of draw, bring it down, assassination, 2 cards in
I
play.
even said before I picked it, like, what happens if I get bring it down or assassination?
So it's obvious, everybody, what's going to happen here. It's a full firepower, full close combat. The move's been made 12 inches. And it's going to be... I was looking at Overwatch there, but I've got to save that CP for other stuff, I think. Can I keep Magnus alive? He's only got 2 wounds left is the problem. The charge will be an 8-inch charge. It's going to depend on Dave's roll for that close combat. All right, we'll capture this one. This is an epic moment for sure. What a way to finish.
All the guns into it, have to.
Okay.
Supercharging on this will be when I fail burn myself on my super.
It's a fresh turn. Surprise, surprise. I've selected -1 damage.
So it's D3 shots from the Graviton. I'm going to find the actual name for it because it's got a stupid name.
Epic stuff here. I've got a bad feeling Magnus is going to be brought down. The odds are stacked
Graviton
against him.
Singularity Cannon. Here we go. Yeah, it's got devastating wounds. This, so that's why you're hazardous. 3 shots.
It's maxed.
It's +1 to hit you because you're a monster or vehicle.
Oh, no.
2s. I can reroll that.
2 ones.
2 hits. Strength is 16. What toughness are you?
3's to wound. Your toughness 11.
I can reroll a failed wound roll.
Yeah.
Fish for a 6. So 2 inbound saves.
Right.
-4, I think. Yeah.
I've got some levels of protection here, but so I'm going to roll up 4+ invulnerable saves first of all. Failed with both. Right. So for me to survive, I think I'm going to die here, but for me to survive, as I activated
The free reroll.
Echoes from the Warp for a stratagem, for the use of a stratagem. Use this ritual at the start of any phase, shooting phase. Once this phase, you can select this Psycho Model's unit as the target of a stratagem for 0 CP, even if you've already used that stratagem this phase. Right.
So you use your reroll first, and then...
Now I could do something else that's as dastardly as you can get. There's something else I want to clarify to people watching it first of all, because they clarified here this one, Carble of Sorcerers. So just to make this clear, change last sentence, the first paragraph to read. Each time you use a ritual, select a Thousand Suns Psycho model from your army, excluding models that have already been selected for this ritual or this rule this turn. And because we've moved on to a new turn, I'm using the same ability back on him again. So I can use a stratagem that's already been used. So the first step is to use
Your basic command reroll.
Destined by Fate. No, it's a stratagem here. Any phase when the saving throw is failed for a Thousand Suns Psycho model from your army, the damage is changed to 0. So I'll use that for a command point, and then I'll use the ability to use it again. So to cut the firepower out entirely, if I had have command rerolled, which is one of the original ideas, command rerolled, I would have got a I would have blocked it. Okay, right. So I've used up all my abilities to try and protect myself. What damage did I just stop?
That would have been 5.
5.
He's only got
A 2 and a 3?
Yeah,
which would have been enough to destroy him. All right, so I would have been brought down if I hadn't done that. That's fine. So now...
And then we have to go for the Atropos.
Oh no, there's more shooting, of course.
Oh, yes. He's got another gun.
Oh, yeah, silly. Right, okay. Oh no.
Yeah, it's the D6, so it's very swingy. Oh, 6.
6.
Hitting on 2s.
Hurry up, please. I'm in agony. It's really hurting. Oh,
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s.
Force 4 inbound save. Well, 4 saves and minus 4.
Oh no. Damage.
4.
Oh no. One at a time as we prepare to say goodbye to Magnus. See, the big plan was to paint him up. He's had a really good run in games, and then to try and keep him alive all year. Thanks, Dave. 4+. I'm dead. I've died. I lived. Passed. Oh, come on.
Does he explode?
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing I can do. Yeah, he's gone. You got him. Well done. Well done. Well deserved. Magnus the Red is slain. Target destroyed. Good for you. And there's a heap of points about to come through as well. And what a gap there is on the battlefield now as well. And you could still charge as well. All right. End of shooting. We'll go on to charges next. About a 6, I think, now. Required. Charge goes ahead. Tank shock's a possibility.
Because I'll get fight on death next turn anyway. So.
All of a sudden, we're cut down on options now for taking out targets.
Do I tank shock you on the way in? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Runs in does a kick, I think.
Yeah, runs in boots up. A number of them, so that's those gone. If I was a night pilot, I'd kick them as well. And then he can do his regular attacks into the squad.
So, you got 4 pinball in combat, haven't you?
Do, yeah.
Cool, so I'll just do my -1 armor then. Right, it gets...
Makes sense, yep.
12 attacks. Basically like a lightsaber. Hitting on 3, sustained hits 1 gets, so... Oh, that's not one of mine. I can reroll a single one. So 3 and 3 6s. 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 hits. Strength 7. So 3 to wound. Reroll a single one. So you've got 3, 6, 9 saves with -1 at 2 damage each.
9.
Yeah.
There'll all be 4-ups, no matter who we roll for, so we'll just roll the whole lot. And we need 4s, and we do not get 4s. And what is he going to do here? Wipe out another squad? 7, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will. Sorry, I was counting the other Exalted Sorcerer. There's 7 models left in that squad, so actually you're just going to wipe them and leave the Exalted Sorcerers. Totally stripping away all the Rubik Marines from the army. What a result.
And he's taken back the centre. And I killed your Warlord, so in my next turn I get 3 CP and feel no pain 5+.
Whoa! Heaps of points. End of turn. No, calculating. Before we do that, striking back. Vengeance. We cry vengeance here. Looking for 2s. Fumbled on those 2. Looking for 6s. Nothing. And that's it. End of combat. End of turn. We'll calculate points. So we're ripping the heart out of the Thousand Suns army at this late stage in the game. No, it was a beast of a turn for sure. Points coming through then. 8 points for secondaries. That was Bring It Down and Assassination. 4 points for primaries. Also, taking the Imperial Knights to 42 points total. We've picked up 2 points for Guard. We've picked up 3 points for Defend Stronghold as well, taking us to 27. We're not too far behind. There is a big enough gap. We're about to pick up points for 2 No Man's Land objectives. That'll be a boost, but still won't get us ahead. This game's actually going to go right to the wire here, potentially. I was saying just 1 knight to bring down, but where are my resources all of a sudden? They've gone for actually destroying that target. It could be a case we just dance around the edges and let him sit there. We're going to turn 4 now for the Thousand Suns. The battle is slipping from their grasp. Alright, so Thousand Suns, turn 4. They're on panic mode at the moment. As 4 points picked up here for primaries. 4 points picked up over there and onto guard with that squad. So 8 points coming through for primaries. Backing out, close combat heading across that way with the Exalted Sorcerer. This one's then moved in. Mortal Fiends move around, pivoting. It'll be a 6-inch charge for him to make it in against that target. And then it will go for Terminator's making a regular move, slowly heading off in this direction. Zangor's holding position on the home objective, and that's the move done. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So we're going to go for, I don't have enough carbon points now for Doombolt, which would have been very useful, but I'll pay 6 to give me a 0 CP stratagem. Now it can be used, it just lets me use a stratagem. Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's been used or not. So I'm going to throw a grenade for free, basically, with him, Exalted Sorcerer. So any wounds from anywhere, please. We'll take 4s. And we've got 3. Straight through to Fiona Pains. And they go through, dropping down to exactly 10 wounds left. Oh, you blocked 1, sorry. Yeah. Oh, because you're 5+, you destroyed the Warlord. Oh, no, the Fiona Pain is now doubled in quality now. It's 5 ups to ignore damage. 5 powers finished. Terminator's firing through. We could, because there's a toe hold there on the terrain, so we could see him. Didn't call these out. Assassination is a character model, so a big incentive to try and bring him down, but it's going to prove difficult, I think. And Established Locus is the other one. That's why the other unit of Terminator's gone into guard mode and perform the action there on the home objective for the Knights. In which case, shooting phase is now finished. We'll go on to charges next. Can the Mauler Fiend here make it into close combat? So 6-inch charge will capture this moment of glory or despair on camera. 6 or more will do it. 7.
Champing at the bit.
In he goes. And we'll do tank shock, surely, for a CP. Mauler Fiends, a unit that I haven't rated for a while, but they've proved useful in this battle. 5s. 2.
Our tank shock so far haven't been very impressive this game.
Yeah, 5 ups to block. And blocked 1. A wound caused. A single wound. Dropping down to 10 wounds left. Exalted Sorcerer is now just charged as well. We'll go with him first, see if he can soften up.
Didn't he step out of combat?
Yeah, so he's the fresh guy, slain, and then he's the one that... No. He's one of 3 wounds that was the leftover from the last round, yeah, and then he's the one that was in contact and disappeared. Yeah, there's 2 of them left. So the one that charged in, needing 2s. Needing 6s. None. Nothing I can do about that. It's all down to the Mauler Fiend now. So I need very above average, yeah. 3s.
Ooh.
Oh, the legs are falling off. Look at that. Oh, try and wound. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
-2.
5 up. I will CP reroll that.
Of course, yeah, of course. Block it.
No.
I need to max this. We don't. D6 plus 1, yeah, 4. Fiona Pains. We'll go through, dropping down to 6 wounds left.
If every lash potential hits and wounds.
It's too much. It's too much.
Legs out.
3s. Followed by 5s. A wound at -1.
Saves.
Goes through. Well done. You can now kick back with the Knight.
He's going to hit back.
He could spread, go greedy, and chomp 2 units. You can't split. All this. You can't split the attacks from one type of weapon, so it's going to all go into the Mauler Fiend. Interesting.
Hitting on what is this +1? Each time I make an attack with targets a monster +1.
Sometimes it pays to be less significant in life. It's also
It's like poke me and hiding behind him. Right, hitting on 2s because you're a monster.
All right.
Reroll that one.
Or 2. I'm a vehicle.
Yeah.
Still counts.
Or a monster.
Vehicle monster. Great. 5 hits.
3s to wound.
Strength 14.
And I can reroll 1.
Oh,
3 saves. -4.
damage each time.
4.
5 ups. Got past 2. Pass all 3. Triple 5. Mauler Fiend says no. How interesting. Okay, combat ends. End of turn. Right, we'll calculate points. Right, so we have points coming through. 8 points for primaries, useful enough. 4 points for established locus, being scanned inside the opponent's deployment zone. There's 2 units on guard, here and here, Terminators and the cultists. So those points potentially should come through, and the knight will just carry on here fighting away. Whether he probably doesn't back out, he'll probably just sit. He's going to sit where he is. Okay, we're going to go on to the 5th and final turn. The knights are going to drag this one right out to the bitter end. A defiant knight with 6 wounds remaining will continue fighting on against the last dregs of the Thousand Suns here in the centre of the board. Scoreline is 42 points to the knights, 39 points to the Thousand Suns. A very tight game indeed. Turn 5 for the knights coming up next. 4 points picked up here because you're OC 5, I'm OC 3 and 1. And then we have Sabotage, which is not going to happen. And then marked for Death is the other secondary in play. Marked for Death was dumped, Extend Battle Lines brought in instead, which is not so good, just with a lone knight left on the board. Okay, so he's going to stay where he is. Going to go straight into shooting. Burden of something?
I've gone for Shoulder the Burden, which is appropriate. Basically increases my move, toughness, save, leadership, and objective control by 1. And I add +1 to my hit roll.
Fine.
Which counts out.
Counts out the -1. Gotcha. So shooting, what's he going to do?
Alright, the blast cannon-y weapon thing, Gravitator Impulse Gun, has to shoot that at him.
Yes, because blast, yeah.
And then the Las Impulsor will shoot this.
Okay.
So I'll do the Graviton Cannon. Okay. Actually, no, I've got a toe in. I could. No, I'll go for the Sorcerer. Okay. So D3 shots. 3.
Off to a good start.
So hitting on 3s.
Okay.
I can reroll 1, but I'll save that for the other weapon.
3s.
With 4s, 3s. Sorry, so hitting on 4s.
Yeah, because there's 2 lots of -1 going on. Sorry. One for shooting out combat, 1 for damage, then only 1 +1 coming back for your ability. It's not a heavy weapon though, is it?
Don't think so. I don't think any of the Knights ones are heavy. No.
Okay.
Do I want to reroll that with the second reroll?
I have a 4+ hit button, so
I'm going to save it for just because.
Get rid of the Mortal Fiend. Yeah.
So 1, 2+ to wound, devastating wound on 6. 1 invuln save.
Okay.
Right, and shots into the Hellbrute.
Mortal Fiend.
Mortal Fiend. 2. Can reroll that.
Come on, reroll. Yep.
And watch me get a 1.
Okay. Aha.
Right. Hitting on 3s. +1. Oh, okay, so -1 for my damage. Makes it 4s. +1 because you're a monster. Makes it 3s. -1 for being close. And then +1 for my strategy. So 3s.
Okay.
These are sustained hits as well. Reroll 1 miss. Nope, so
Add 1 back in, yep. Sustained.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Rerolling a dice.
3 saves -4.
You're in.
8. Was that 12 damage.
Blow up. Do blow up. Oh no. My Exalted Sorcerer. Okay, wound. I'm going to take that away and leave him with 4 wounds left.
Is it 6 inches?
It's 6, yeah.
I think he's just alright.
He's just about okay, alright.
Ooh, my hazardous test as well.
Hazardous.
I'm alright.
Passed. My D3 on you is a wound. And dropping down to 5 wounds left. Mortal Fiend's gone. Brutal casualties here in this game. Shooting phase finished.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fight you first in combat. 5 attacks. 2s. Come on, Sorcerer. 6s. 666. It could all be over. He's got none, and there's nothing I can do about it.
I'm going to do the... How many wounds does the Sorcerer got?
He's got 4 left.
I'll do the one that's flat 4 damage then.
Okay.
Where are we? So hitting on 3s. Sustained hits of 1. And I get a reroll.
Nice.
2s to wound.
2s to wound.
6 saves of... You're in.
Dead as dead. I was going to roll dice to see if it blows up, but I'll just take that away.
just tow out of the building.
Yes, gotcha. Moving defiantly onto the objective. Well done. All right, so end of turn, end of game, sadly. I reckon, despite all of this noble, chivalrous, noble, epic stuff here from the Knights, it's just not enough. The Thousand Sons will be okay. They've just had 4 points come through for a double guard. Coming in, that takes us to 43. And then for primaries, just the 4 coming through, taking the Knights to 46. Nothing for secondary sabotage. He was too busy. Then extend battle lines not possible. So sits at 46 points. He's on guards. Another 2 points come through. But with those 4 points for us at the end of the turn, we're boosted straight up to 43. And then it's going to be 4. And 4 gives us 8 straight away, let alone secondaries coming through. Double guard on here as well. So we would be clear by about 10 points in the end. In fact, turn 5, I could have shifted myself across and grabbed that objective across there also, because you pick up primaries at the end of your turn as opposed to the end of the command phase. There's another grab potentially across there. Just enough softer stuff around the edges to win this battle, but it's come at tremendous cost here, including for the first time on the channel, Magnus the Red falls here. So a great saga and story to be told by this knight called
Cogsworth.
Cogsworth.
The only one which is not Knight of the Cog.
Well, Cogsworth, he is. Remember that name, won't forget it in a hurry. But he's brought Magnus down. Well done to Sir Cogsworth.
And then took Magnus down to 2.
So either or, you can pick. There's this knight here, the Atropos.
Yep.
Atropos.
Atropos.
And then you've got her ladyship over there as well. The gallant.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it to...
She cut her way through.
The gallant.
Really?
Yeah,
Give it to her.
give it the
Yeah,
gallant.
they paired up really well. This flank was excellent for the Knights. For the Thousand Sons, honourable mention to the Mauler Fiends. But for chipping away wounds coming from a source that you wouldn't expect against Knights, the Rubik Marines, with their warp flame pistols and flamers grinding wounds away, they helped bring down the first Knight. Really were effective for us in the game. Boy, did they get stomped all over, though. They really got taken out pretty bad. Magnus the Red had excellent supporting firepower coming from him. I would have given him unit of the game if he'd survived, but he didn't. So, honourable mention for sure, but I'm going to give it to Rubik Marines. Yes, they were wiped out, but they're a major component here to this Thousand Sons force. Very potent units indeed. And even against the toughest of targets, they have proved their worth. Big thanks to Dave Humphries for coming down. Big thanks to him for his support on the channel as well. Join us at All-Tark level, Phoenix Swords, or Aspect Warrior. You can support the channel through YouTube membership, or you can join us on the Patreon page, become one of the gold level Patreons. Or there's silver level Patreons, that's Stumpy Grimbo, Brian Nielsen, name shouts out at the end of the games, or just to get your name in the end credits and support the channel, join us at the bronze level. Great game, brilliant battle, epic moments for sure, legendary fight taking place, but in the end, just about the Thousand Sons Chaos Space Marines were able to achieve victory, but it was a near run thing for sure. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.